Thank you, Cathaoirleach and Leader. I hope you all have a wonderful St Patrick's Day. I want to again address the issue of the COVID-19 pandemic and the state's vaccination programme. Quite frankly, it's progressing at a snail's pace. Yesterday, Minister Donnelly admitted that he was to miss the modest target of 1.25 million doses to be administered by the end of March. Yet another abject failure. We also learned that Minister Donnelly and the rest of the Cabinet colleagues have no plan to source vaccines outside of the European procurement system. So we simply have to wait and wait while people suffer. What kind of a plan is that? Is that what this government regards as leadership? That is unacceptable. The people deserve better than that. Meanwhile, this government is giving massive pay hikes to senior officials, like 81,000 pay hike to the Secretary-General of the Department of Health. That's a 40% pay increase. What have they promised the nurses? A mere 1%. The CEO of the HSE is paid $363,000. Student nurses that have been on the front line are receiving nothing. Is that fair? The Director-General of the World Health Organization is paid $100,000 less than our head of the Department of Health. And the government tells us that this is the right decision and they have to pay this amount to get the right applicants for the Department of Health. Are we getting the right results to justify this expenditure? As things stand, we have inoculated fewer people than they are in Cork alone. We have administered a tenth of the number of vaccines that they have in Israel and less than a third of the number in Northern Ireland. One word: unacceptable. They say Nero fiddled while Rome burned. While this government fiddles, lives and livelihoods are being destroyed and the nation is trapped in lockdown that is seemingly without end. Thank you.
Senator Keogan brought up the vaccination frustrations, and I think we can probably all share her frustrations that the slow pace is a real frustration for everybody, particularly the people who are in the queue waiting for their dates. But I think it's unfair to blame the slippages of delivery on any member of NEFIT or any member of the HSE, because to be fair to them, we've had 17 different slippages of deliveries over the last number of months, and every time the information changes, they change their plan, which I think is the best to do. And I know that's also providing frustrations for people because they think they're going to be getting, their call next week or next month, and then it slips again and they don't know when they're going to get their call. I don't know how best to manage or how better to manage that other than to keep people updated once the information changes. And I think Paul Reid is doing his absolute best for that. But I do really believe that when the flow does start to come, it will fill us with the confidence and the inspiration to know that we will be getting out of this hole of the last 12 months very, very quickly.